And so this week, what are the significant news and developments in Asia? Well, of course, this is probably going to be earth-shaking for the Americans, but in South Korea, it's a landslide win for Moon Jae-in with 41% of the vote, and the nearest second to him is just over 20%. What is significant about President Moon Jae-in is his political philosophy. One of the distinctive traits of Moon Jae-in is that he says South Korea should be able to say no to the United States. And this apparently is already putting in jeopardy the initiative of the United States of America to install the Terminal High Altitude Aerial Defense, or the THAAD defensive, so-called defensive missiles, which China opposes, and of course North Korea opposes, and which many citizens of South Korea also oppose. In fact, Moon Jae-in is known for a book he has written that calls for saying no, or learning to say no to America. That is Moon Jae-in holding his book, well, I'm still going to try to obtain my own copy of this book and read about it. He is also advocating dialogue with North Korea, and has openly said that he, under the right circumstances, will meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. I'm getting the names mixed up. Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un, and so on. But anyway, so this is very significant. This will change the configuration of South Korean, US, China, and North Korean politics. And I expect that this will lead to the resumption of talks between South Korea, North Korea, the US, under the auspices of the six-party talks, or variations of this in the coming months. And that is good news for the whole of Asia. It's good news for our peace and therefore our prosperity. The second news item is the Philippine Coast Guard training with the Chinese Coast Guard. I think we have a news item here, and this, of course, is under the cooperative spirit between China and the Philippines, and we had a previous interview with our Philippine Coast Guard Chief, Commodore Garcia, and we had a briefing on this, and we hope this will continue for the betterment of Philippines and Chinese relations, especially in terms of our maritime security, our maritime peace, and of course assistance to our fishermen and those of our countrymen using the sea lanes in our South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, our coastlines, and so on. And finally, something that the Filipino farmers and the Filipino people can benefit from in terms of Chinese research. Of course, we have our own very good research facilities for rice production, the IRRI and field research and field rice and so on. But here in China, this is a very timely initiative, China SeaRice experiment. This is rice varieties for growing in salt or in brackish waters. And as we know, we are an archipelagic country. We have a lot of coastline. We have a lot of land that can only have coconut along the seashore or near the seashore. But if we work with China on the SeaRice varieties, there is hope that even our smaller islands can be rice producing. Today, of course, all these islands are dependent on importing rice from our rice granaries here in Luzon, Central Luzon particularly, and in many parts of Mindanao. With this kind of variety being developed, we can look forward to production even in our smaller islands, which in the past has always been dependent. So we will keep our news and views segment short because we have a very special discussion on the so-called lawfare that some elements in our society have been insisting President Duterte engage in, meaning to continue with the issue of arbitration and press it in all fora, such as in the just recently concluded ASEAN Summit, which unfortunately for them did not achieve success. We will go into the details of this in our third segment, our Philippine-China focus. Okay, let's take this break.